and to another now and then. I mean, yeah, books and things with Tom. That's my other business. I forgot about that. Anyway, we've got a great guest on tonight. Oh, they're all great. But we got a special person. Tonight's guest is a songstress, a writer, and originally from New York City. She now lives in Lyme. And she's written a new song, Each Moment We're Alive, and it celebrates cancer survivors. I think the following video will tell you more than I can. You going to run that video?
Each moment we're alive, and every breath we take is a gift. It's a chance for us to enjoy love, beauty, and friendships. My friend Monica was a photographer, and she was so full of life and passionate about capturing the beauty of the world with her camera. I'm a singer-songwriter, and I write songs for different causes. So it was natural for Monica to ask me to write a song to help inspire cancer survivors. And musically, that became Each Moment We're Alive.
For each moment we're alive, for every breath with every sigh, how the world will be so different from now on.
Monica was a remarkable presence at American Cancer Society Relays for Life and other survivor events, and she truly loved the song. We were a great team. First, she would speak inspirationally, and then I would sing as she led other survivors to sing along. Monica really thought she'd beaten cancer for the second time after a 5-year remission, but it came back with a vengeance. It was then that we decided to combine her award-winning photographs with the song lyrics. It became a marriage of our passions, her photos and my music. My friend was gone, but cancer certainly was not. It further invaded my life, taking even more friends and family, too. My dad had died from leukemia and my mom from lymphoma. I cared more deeply than ever about the song and about creating a tribute to so many I loved.
Some say cancer cannot cripple love, shatter hope, or be anything.
Meanwhile, I went to a Hay House publishing conference to learn more about publishing the book, and there Dr. Wayne Dyer asked me to sing the song in front of hundreds of people in the audience, and it was really well received. It was really exciting.
It's a beautiful title. What did you write it?
I did.
Do you sing it?
I do.
Sing it.
Each
moment we're alive.
Each moment we're alive.
I mean, a lot of people in here with cancer, including me.
Okay, I can do that.
Good.
Okay. She doesn't want your sympathy or anything that makes her feel a victim. From everything that can inspire, in trust that life will give us what we need. In each moment we're alive.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wayne Dyer's endorsement now graces the cover of the book. That amazing, exciting experience at the conference inspired me to make the best possible recording of the song, and where better than Nashville, Tennessee? My goal was to record the song along with others for my new album to be included with the book.
Please don't offer sympathy.
The world-class musicians that I work with quickly caught my vision. It's so much fun to feel the song take shape as the tracks are laid down. Everyone in the studio tuned into what we were doing. We were creating and releasing a burst of positive energy into the world. Each moment we're alive became the song I dreamed it would be. I still love singing it every chance I get.
For each moment we're alive, for every breath with every sigh.
My goal is to continue to inspire and encourage people touched by cancer through my music and Monica's images, to enjoy and savor each and every moment that we possibly can. I know we haven't stopped cancer yet, but we can still stand up and cheer for each moment we're alive.
Thank you all.
In each moment we're alive.
And Debra is guest today. What we were talking about before, being a survivor of a sort myself, it applies to about anybody, and it's really you have to live for today because we don't know what's coming up tomorrow.
It's really true. I mean, cultivating gratitude is what I've learned to be the most valuable resource and tool in life, whether you're dealing with a life-threatening disease or you lost someone or, some change in your life that's hard to deal with. I mean, we're all survivors.
Yes, we are. And that's when you go to bed at night, you can say, thank you, it was a good day today. Even if it wasn't, you say it's a good day, convince yourself.
Right. Well, that's something that we were talking about Wayne Dyer before, and I remember I've seen him speak quite a few times, and one thing that he always seems to bring it around to is that he likes to tell of how he wakes up in the morning and he describes, I think he sets his alarm for something like 4:30 a.m. and he's very inspired to get up and write first thing that he does. But he always says that I put my feet on the ground and I say, thank you. I mean, it's so simple, but really that kind of gratitude is...
And now we've lost him.
Yeah,
it's a
so
shame.
sad, I know. Well, his teachings definitely live on, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I've got a couple of his books myself.
Yeah.
And I've had those for years, and I got them just after my son passed away to help.
Oh, you started reading his work after... Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, and I can't remember what the book was. Somebody gave me a copy of it. This should help you.
Oh,
and,
nice. Nice.
Now, how long have you been doing this? Performing?
Singing and performing?
Yeah.
Well, I started... I'd say, I don't know when I start counting. I picked up the guitar when I was 10.
Wow.
Which was 50 years ago. Just turned 60.
I wouldn't
Can't believe I'm
that.
saying that on television.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, nobody will believe you anyway.
Well, thank you. I'm actually celebrating it. I'm calling it the 60 is the new 40.
Yes, it is.
I'm actually celebrating that alongside the launch of my book.
Okay.
And I picked it up at 10, and I had the choice. I love telling this story. I had the choice at elementary school in Brooklyn. Oh, no, we were in Queens by then. And of the recorder or the guitar. And the difference was if you wanted to study the guitar, you had to pay $10 for the guitar. And I begged my parents.
Yeah.
And I finally wore them down, and they gave me the $10, and I got the guitar. And I was growing up in the folk era then, so I just loved the music that I was hearing. And I just learned how to play as soon as I could so I could sing and be like those people on the radio.
That's why the long hair, because of folk music.
Yeah, I know.
It's beautiful.
An old hippie, thank you.
You write such inspiring music, and I've only heard the one, but I'm looking at some of the titles, and for some of the programs that you've written for, such as autism and Mothers Against Drunk Driving, and you've also been in country, rock, and club date bands, including the Rolling Stone magazine house band.
Yes.
I didn't know they had a band.
Well, actually, not many people knew that. It was one of those quirky things. I was working at Rolling Stone magazine back in 1978. And it was a wonderful job. I had such a good time. I transcribed the interviews of famous people, and it was a very exciting time. It was shortly after they had moved from San Francisco to New York City. And my job was to transcribe and I used an IBM Selectra typewriter then. And it was really, people can't believe it. The editor would give me the copy, and I would type it up, and then they would make changes, and I would retype it, if you can imagine that. So anyway, they had an editorial conference in Shelter Island, and I got up and belted out a song at 2:00 in the morning, and it was quite a party atmosphere. The editors and writers were all wannabe musicians. That's how I saw it at the time.
Yeah.
And the editor, Jan Wenner, heard me sing, and it was one of those Stars Born moments.
Really?
oh my God, where did she come from? And everyone's saying, she works for you, Jan, you know. So Monday morning rolls around and he's looking for me and he finds me and says, oh my God, we have to put a band together around you. And it's a true story. And I was so young. I was in my early 20s. I didn't know what hit me. I didn't know what to do. I wish I had written material at that point, but I didn't feel like I had anything to say at that point. You know, I just wanted to sing. But he put a band together anyway, and the list of the people coming to the party included everyone from Jackie Onassis to Mick Jagger.
Oh my God.
Who did show up. Mick Jagger was there with his girlfriend at the time, Jerry Hall. And I was the lead singer. And it was made up of all these people. I mean, there were things I remember that are so funny now. I remember looking over at Jan, who was playing guitar at one point at the party. And he said, what fret is the B chord on again? You know, I mean, it's like, I have so many anecdotes. I mean, it's just that I can say to my grandchildren, hopefully I'll have one day, that I played and sang while Mick Jagger danced.
Good book.
Yeah, I know. So there's a lot of great stories.
After we do this one, write another one.
Yeah, that actually would be fun.
Yeah.
I'll come to think of it.
That's amazing.
It was amazing, actually.
Well, you know, you're where you are because they're supposed to be there.
That's right. I believe
and obviously that was true.
I believe that.
Now, for Autism Mothers Against Her... Oh, you also wrote for Habitat for Humanity?
Yep.
And what did you write for them?
Well, I wrote a song called Decent Shelter, and I was inspired because my daughter was volunteering for them, and she did builds when she was in high school. And then I was intrigued because I thought it was such a wonderful organization. It seemed to me, from what I had learned, that not only were they facilitating people to have homes that couldn't otherwise afford it, but they were teaching them how to be part of the process and to build themselves. So it wasn't just a handout organization.
No, you got to work hard for it.
Oh, yeah.
And Jimmy Collar is big in it.
Yes.
He's a tremendous man.
Oh, yeah.
And he's traveled all over the world because of humanity.
Yeah.
And I think that's fantastic. But now, were these charitable things, or did you actually get paid?
Well,
Excuse me.
All the songs that you mentioned were all charitable.
No way.
The only time I ever got paid for something where I wrote a song for someone was someone once commissioned me to write a song for her daughter. She was adopted, and she had 2 adopted daughters, and she wanted to. I would consider her an adoption advocate. She was just very proud of the fact that she had had these 2 children and felt that there was a stigma. There was still a stigma, and I remember growing up thinking that there was too. And so she wanted to proudly have a song for her daughter, her first daughter she had written a book for. And she had heard my first CD and asked me to write a song. So I wrote a song called In the Most Important Way. And she paid me for it. I was commissioned. That was really pleasing. And, you know, as you probably know, musicians don't get a whole lot of money for their music. So I just decided, why not just...
Kind of like authors.
Yeah, exactly. I know. What is that? That's not fair.
I do so much, I get paid nothing.
I know. Well...
It's rewards.
We get rewards in a lot of other ways.
Yeah, we do. And it's what you do it for.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you get somebody to say, "Can you autograph my book?"
I know, that feels really good.
Yeah,
definitely.
You say, oh, you really?
I know. You really want me to sign that? Okay.
Now, this book, did this start out as a CD or did it start out as a book?
It started out actually as a song because when Monica asked me to write the song, it was my next cause song. Oh, she's a wonderful photographer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's an award-winning photographer.
Wow.
And when I published it as a softcover edition, I don't think the story is on the video, and I did it quickly and uploaded it to the first company I could find that would print quality photographs in color. And but I did it quickly because at that point Monica was starting to fade, and I wanted her to have something in her hands before she passed. And I was successful in doing that. It was really close to the end.
Now, is that the lady that was in the picture?
That's my friend, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I promised her that I would find a way to put it out there in hardcover. So that's when I went to Hay House and learned about Balboa Press and went about getting in hardcover. And then at the same time, I thought, well, I might as well make my new CD at the same time because they were printing a CD.
Yeah.
So I recorded new songs and re-recorded some. So it's a combination.
And there's a CD in the back of the book, and it's got 10 songs on it. And I think that's amazing. Good for you.
Thank you.
It's a beautiful book.
Thank you. I think so.
And Dr. Dwayne Dyer said, beautiful, just beautiful. Deborah's song brought me to tears. Well, that's nice.
It was a beautiful moment when he wiped those tears away, and I thought, wow, I moved a man that has moved so many.
Yeah.
It was pretty powerful for me.
Yeah, when you get somebody like that, it's just, but usually somebody like that has got a lot of heart.
Oh,
and
I totally agree.
I'm not very powerful, but I tear easy.
Well, I really believe that vulnerability, to be vulnerable and to be able to feel things that way is really where power comes from.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I see it.
Yeah. And since my loss, I feel different. Somebody asked me the other day would I be the same? And am I the same? No, I'm not, because I'm taking a different path. I don't know where I would have gone otherwise, but I was heading for a different path, and this thing has just brought me totally around. And you find there's other things to do. That no, you don't make a lot of money, but yeah, you make a lot of friends and a lot of people happy, and that's what I try to do now.
Well, your story reminds me of the people that I've met along the way that have gone through some of the hardest adversity. Somehow you either go off the deep end or you find a way to heal, and there's a spiritual transformation in that. I think that, I don't know why, I'll never figure that out, I don't think, but I do see over and over again the people that have gone through that different, sometimes unspeakable adversity. I mean, for me, losing a child seems hard to fathom for me, and yet you come out stronger and you want to help other people. I mean, what is that? I mean, it's a very powerful force.
When Mary was on, Mary's a spiritual healer. I had her on 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I mentioned my theory is that we know what we're going to do when we're born. Fortunately, we don't remember until it happens.
So it's a process of remembering.
Yeah, and I think I think we're put here for an education because of things that we can't do on the other side, but you can do here. And I think it's a whole process of learning, and then you come back with a little more knowledge.
And healing, too.
Yeah,
I mean,
healing
I certainly haven't figured out the big puzzle yet, but I do believe that healing is a big part of it.
Yeah.
That we're all somehow healing and teaching each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not everybody subscribes to that belief, but I think the people that do kind of bond almost instantly as soon as they recognize that.
Now, you're having a big launch this weekend.
Yes.
And I wish I could go.
I wish you could, too.
And tell us about your launch.
Okay. Well, I am videotaping it, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Good. I can be able to see it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I decided to celebrate and promote the book and the CD as much as I possibly could.
Sure.
And since it was coinciding, I thought that the publication would coincide approximately with my 60th birthday. I thought, well, let's just make it one big celebration.
Yeah.
And so I am doing it at the Harbor House restaurant in Mystic. And I expect lots of people to come. And I'm going to have a private hors d'oeuvre and cocktail hour party. And so to encourage, this way I was able to encourage people to come from further away. And from 8 to 11:30, I have a 6-piece band playing, and I get to sing all these favorite songs of mine, including originals that are on the CD, some that are on my second CD as well. And it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll give you a little secret. The last song I'm going to play is a female version of Frank Sinatra's My Way.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
I'm so excited about that.
I'll be there.
Oh,
because
really?
I think my reunion is over at 10.
Oh, great.
So
okay, because it ends at 11:30, so you can stop by.
Yeah.
That's great.
And I may even leave early. Okay. But I'll be able to get down there and see some of it anyway.
That's great. Yeah.
You can save me some hors d'oeuvres.
I'll try.
How about playing the song for us?
Sure. Be happy to.
Can't believe how time is flying.
Okay.
This is the song that she's got out now.
Each moment we're alive. It's for anyone by loss.
Yeah.
Just the
Survived
trials and tribulations
I
of
think
life.
it's survived a divorce.
I know that one. Please don't offer sympathy. It's hard for me to hear how you feel sorry. Some say we're closer to a cure each day, but still my body turns away to betray me. What I really want is for you to know just what it is when my story's told that sustains me. It's a strength that somehow makes its way through all the words and the simple faith that I'll make it. Some say cancer cannot cripple love, shatter hope, or be anything but angry. When you work so hard to stay alive, you need a reason pushing you to strive to keep going. It's a message, it's a wake-up call, it's a plea to understand it all and find meaning. For the scary roller coaster ride and the hope that never leaves my side for long. In each moment we're alive, with every chance we let slip by. There's something to remind us why we're here. In each moment we're alive, in what it takes to have survived. The beauty of our presence is so clear. Counting off my milestones, count on friends and loved ones to stick by me. I'll keep holding on to miracles, better still the strength of will to beat this. I can't believe I went through all this pain. To say that it's been all in vain, it's changed me. Now I spread the word of what I know, what it means to take it slow and be grateful. For each moment we're alive, for every breath with every sigh, how the world will be so different from now on. In each moment we're alive, I want to fill my heart's desire, toss caution to the wind and reach beyond. In each moment we're alive, we follow joy, we carry pride, power to be all we're meant to be. In each moment we're alive, from everything that can inspire. Trust that life will give us what we need. In each moment we're alive.
Very nice.
Thank you.
And you can find her book at, hang on one second, turn the page. Amazon. E-books.
Amazon and
Oh, here it is. Website. And we've got the website up there. Some of the local stores.
Yes.
And soon Barnes & Noble.
Yes.
CD Baby.
Yes, I'm working on CD Baby also, where I'm also selling my first 2 CDs.
Ah,
and locally, it's at Lark in Chester and the Bowerbird in Old Lyme. And Bank Square Books.
Bank Square Books. They're wonderful people.
Yeah, I'm going to be singing and signing books on the 25th. Fourth, thank you.
I was just going to go down there. October 14th, Shoreline Chambers Women in Business Luncheon.
Mm-hmm.
Breast Cancer Awareness, Sing and Talk with Cindy Murphy.
Yes.
And that is where?
That is, it's going to be in Brantford.
Brantford.
And
okay.
yeah, check out Cindy too, because she's using my song as a soundtrack for her video telling her cancer story.
Oh, cool.
We've been partnering together. It's really nice.
And October 16th, Rays of Hope kickoff party.
Yep. They're celebrating and seeing a preview of the song for the people that are running this 6,000 participant walk in Springfield, Massachusetts. And then I'll be singing for them on the 25th.
Ah.
So it's a busy month for
Wow.
awareness.
That's fantastic.
Cancer awareness.
I would like to have you on as guest speaker for Kappa.
Oh, I'd love it. I'd love it.
Right now I'm thinking January,
Okay. That's a good month.
if it doesn't snow.
It doesn't sound right.
Wow. Well, that's fantastic. I just, and that's the picture I'm going to put on the website tonight.
Nice. My husband took that picture. He's very proud of it.
It should be. That's a nice picture.
Yeah. That was taken actually at the Habitat, one of the Habitat events in Brantford also. It was one of their annual meeting events where we sang the song. Yeah.
That's fantastic. That's a gorgeous picture.
Thank you.
And it's just time for Christmas, too. These would be a great Christmas gift.
I think they make wonderful gifts. I priced them at $18, and I don't usually advertise, but I just want to mention that I think it's a significant number, and I chose it because it's I don't know if you know this, it's the Hebrew letter Chai, which actually stands for the number 18 as well as life.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
So I thought it would add another spiritual value to the book going out into the world and helping people.
That's great. Plus, you get a CD with it.
And I donate money to cancer support organizations.
That's fantastic.
And research. So it's a wonderful gift for anyone.
Ah, no, that's great. I just I'm so glad that we got you on the show.
Thank
and
you.
I wish you so much luck at your launch on Saturday.
Thank you, Tom.
I think how many people are you expecting?
Well, over 100 people have RSVP'd that they're coming.
Oh, wow.
And it's going to be open to the public also at 8 o'clock. So it's going to be pretty crowded, I think.
And if you don't know where Harbor House is, it's the former flood tide.
Oh, that's for local people, right? Yeah. So definitely
I drove up and down looking for Harbor. I had no idea where it was.
Oh, okay.
And then somebody said, it's flood tide. I said, oh. So it's the former flood tide.
Right.
And they changed management and ownership. So it's...
and the music's going to be great. I've got some wonderful musicians.
Yeah.
Fred Abatelli and Lori Diamond are incredible musicians. New friends of mine. I actually met Lori through the Hay House conference. And she was there at the Wayne Dyer Magical Moment, and Mark Stickman and Ben Bonello and my dear friend who co-wrote the song, Jeff Fuller, who's an incredible jazz musician. So it's going to be really wonderful. Wonderful night of music.
It's good. I wish you so much luck.
Thank you.
And I thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me.
And I think I don't get paid for this, but this is my reward to have people and get to know people better. And it's a lot of fun. And I know a lot of my people watching really enjoy the shows because we're trying to give a little education here and there that this is something that you're missing and maybe you ought to see this.
And inspiration too.
Yeah. Now, next week, I'm having Tony Leland, who has just written a book, and I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, she's going to be on next week. The week after, we're going to have the Mystic Organics, who have who sell oxygen. They have an oxygen bar. And I got to get down and try it. But they have an oxygen bar, and it does, it's different kinds of oxygen that you can inhale for a hangover or whatever you need.
Wow, that sounds really interesting.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Right down there. And there was a couple of people there, and they're taking in oxygen, and they sell it by the minute.
Where is it?
In Mystic.
In Mystic.
Yeah, off Route 1.
Oh, my God.
There's a Dunkin' Donut shop on Route 1 heading out of Mystic. And
In case you don't get enough from the oxygen, you can go get a caffeine hit afterwards.
And they sell all kinds of organic stuff. And nice little store.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
But I thought the oxygen was... I thought we had that for free.
You'd think, yeah. I guess you can't have too much.
No. And tonight is free chowder and fritters at the VFW. Next Friday night is fish and chips at the VFW. And I think that's the only announcements I've got.
It's in Mystic, right?
Park Tech. VFW in Pawcatuck.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget to say that. So anyway, been a pleasure, and thank you for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you.
And cuddle up with a good book like this one, and I'll see you next week.